In today's video, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be doing math and we're gonna be having fun with it. Now I know those two words usually don't end up in the same sentence, like math and fun, but what I can promise you is this, it's gonna be simple and we're gonna be breaking down how we did $100,000 a month. If you don't believe us, I'll leave the screenshot around here somewhere just to let you know that it's possible. And also what's really cool is you can remove a zero and make it a $10,000 a month, or you can add a zero and make it $1 million a month. And I'm just gonna break down the nitty gritty, the real stuff. No one talks about this. People are like, hey, just create social media content or just create content and you'll make money. But what about the math behind the scenes? And I'll ultimately show you how simple it is. If that interests you, stick around and let's get into it.
Yo, what's up? My name is Rubix and welcome to the coaching channel. If you'd like to learn how I went from zero education and working the oil rigs to selling well over $1 million of coaching and building an online business and performance coaching empire along the way, subscribe to this channel and I'll show you how.
Alrighty, so before we actually get into the video, the first thing I want to say is if this is your first time on the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell button. If you want videos, we do 3 videos every single week helping you build and grow and launch and scale your online coaching business. Now, if this is not your first time on the channel and you have not yet subscribed, then I'm not sure exactly what to say, but I will say subscribe to this channel and use the comments below. If something lands, if there's a golden nugget, if you extract something, if you want to add to the conversation, then use the comments below and let's share the love. Let's share the wealth. Let's share the value. With that said, let's get into it. This is gonna be really, really quick, by the way. I want you to grab a notepad, a pen, a computer, something to write on, something to do. And I'll be using my iPad. It should pop up on the screen right about now. There we go, got a calculator on the right and my actual pad on the left. Now we're breaking down $100,000 months. Now, by the way, you can input whatever numbers you want. Now, just to set the stage, let's say you're trying to sell a $250 coaching program or you're trying to charge per hour or per month. Or you've got a $5,000 coaching program. Highly recommend having around a $5,000 coaching program. All of our clients build $5,000 programs. Yes, even if you're brand new, yes, you can successfully sell it. And you could have a really high ticket offer of $20,000. If you think that's crazy, then that's a us problem, not a market problem. We've got to look at, okay, what does money mean to us? I've seen brand new coaches sell $20,000 offers. You've got to understand you have value to bring to the world, and there is someone out there willing to have you solve their $20,000 problem with your $20,000 program. Now, if you feel like you can't solve a $20,000 or $50,000 problem, then yeah, you'll never be able to sell a $10,000 or $20,000 program. But if you know you can change someone's life, if you know you can solve a big problem, then you can charge. Remember, the bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. So yes, half of this is theory, but I'm gonna break a few things down here. Now, this is a simple numbers game. So to make $250, I think this is $100,000 month at selling something at $250, you'd have to make 4,000 sales. 5,000 is gonna be 20, and 20,000 is gonna be 5. Really hope my numbers are right here. 5 times 2 is 100. Yes, 5 times 2 is 10. Perfect. Yeah, reverse. Beautiful. 5 sales at $20,000 to make 100. 20 sales at 5,000 to make 100. Or 40 sales at 250 to make 100. Now the cool thing is, remove a 0, remove a 0, remove a 0. Remove a 0, remove a 0, and move the decimal point over to make it 0.5. You make 1 sale every 2 months and you can hit your $10,000 if that's your goal. Let me erase that. Let's keep going with it here. Now the next question you have to ask is, okay, if I'm doing 5 sales at $20,000, how many people would I actually need to talk to make that $20,000 or to hit my $100,000 or my $10,000 goal? We go with 30%, write that down. You can expect about 30%. So 30% at 5, so 5 times 3, let's simplify it, that's 15 calls. I know if you can make 15, or you know if you can make 15 calls per month, you'll get 5 clients, $20,000, you'll make $100,000. Or 15 calls, or 2 calls, 3 calls, 1 client, $20,000. You can play with these however you like. 20 times 3 is gonna be 60 calls. Now you can see how this starts breaking down really quick because 4 times 3, what's that, 1,200 calls. At 30%, you'd have to do 1,200 calls. I mean, you would need like a call center at that point. So we're not even gonna dive into that. We know that that could be a course in the future, but it cannot be a coaching program. So this is already X-nayed. It just simply won't work with the model. Fair? So now we got 5,000, 20 calls, or 20 clients at 60 calls. How many people would we need into, let's just say by theory, a challenge? I know challenges generally convert at 10 to 20% depending. So let's just go on the low end, 10% challenge. How many people would I have to bring in into a 3-day or a 5-day challenge to hit my target? We know that we'd have to have 150 people join our challenge. Or maybe you run a VSL or a webinar, but you have to have something that converts people coming in into actual calls so they can come into clients. We know here at 60 times 3 is 61, what is that, 180? Nope, 600, 10% is 600 people in your challenge. Now you can start seeing. Now, by the way, we hit that $115,000 a month, pure organic, pure content marketing. It can be done. It can be done. We have a podcast and a YouTube channel and then another podcast. But the easiest and quickest way at this point is to start running paid traffic for consistency. Now get this though, this is what's really cool, is what if we remove that 0 and we remove that 0, so we know we need 2 calls, so we remove, or 2 clients, we remove that 0, 6 calls, and we remove that 0. 60 people into your challenge. That sounds pretty doable without actual paid traffic. Now you'll make your $10,000 and you can reinvest some of it into paid traffic, or you can keep building out your content marketing strategy, or you can keep building out or bringing someone on the team who can help you with it. We built a team that obviously helps us with these $100,000 plus months. The other thing I want to say is if you are just after the money, you've already lost. If you're just after the money, you've already lost. If you're just after $100,000 months or $10,000 months, because you're just after the money, you've already lost. It has to be a focus on impact. I could care less about our $118,000 or $115,000 a month. What I care about, what excites me, is the impact we created on other coaches, on our clients, on the people we serve. I know the impact we created. That excites me. And I'm like, how can we create more impact? Remember, income is a measurement of impact. It's a great measuring stick. And someone who creates $1 million a month of impact or income in a month creates $1 million worth of impact in the world. And that excites me. I'm here to make an impact. This is really worth noting because I chased the money in my early days as a coach and I didn't have it. The second I'm like, I don't care about the money, I care about impact. All of a sudden, as a coach, I had a ton. Interesting. Now, if you take these numbers and you write it into your own framework, okay, I have a $2,500 program. What would I have to do? $2,500 to hit $10,000 a month is 4 sales. 4 sales at 30% times that by 3 is 12 calls a month. And to get 12 calls at 10% would be 120 people into my challenge. Great. Now we can get to work. And this is what's really cool. And this is what helps our clients is they'll say, I didn't hit my $10,000 a month. And I'm like, great. How many calls did you have? Well, I only had 2. Great. So the problem is not your offer. The problem is not your coaching program. And the problem is not that you're a bad salesperson or that you're running a poor strategy call. The problem is we didn't get enough people in. So let's identify where in your content we're not bringing the people in. Let's identify why people aren't joining your challenge, and let's fix that. And by fixing that, everything else improves. Is this landing? Is this making sense? Leave it in the comments below. What I'm also gonna do, let's get into the strategy, let's get into the tactics. I'm gonna leave 2 videos over here. They're gonna help you go deeper. Now, before I leave those videos, in the comments box, let me know what's the biggest thing you got from this video. Are you watching your numbers? Does this simplify the game? Can we understand that math is really fun when you actually apply it into your business? Then it just becomes a game of execution. So leave that in the comments below. With that said, www.lucasrubix.com. Make sure you check out the website. We've got some stuff that'll help you dive deeper into this. We've got masterclasses. We've got coaching sessions that I've had with clients that we've recorded, got permission to share it, and we shared it through the website. We've got podcasts, YouTube videos, all that fun stuff. And we have the Coaches University. If you'd like to book a call with us and the team and see how we help coaches, how we help our clients, and we back things up with a $10,000 guarantee, meaning we work with you till you make $10,000, then check out the website. With that said, here's those 2 videos coming up for you. They're gonna be more strategy and tactics. If you wanna dive deeper in on something on, hey, how do you conduct a sales call? Or, hey, how do you actually create a funnel. If you want to dive in deeper, check out the channel, check out these 2 videos. With that said, really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.